So we got a nice shower project that entailed going all the way down to the studs because the previous tile was just installed directly on regular drywall. So there was lots of mold and stuff like that. So everything got ripped apart. And also this was a very old conventional wood window with some other stuff going on. So ripped all of that out and reframed it and replaced it with this smooth glass block with a nice little vent here window. So reframing and that, and then put back drywall. But on top of the drywall, put the Kerdi Schulter fabric with thinset and then Kerdi. So this is completely waterproof, water impermeable membrane that then the thinset and tile can go on top of. So it makes it completely healthy, never will mildew, never will have water penetration, should last longer than this house will. Maybe 50 years, give or take a year. So most of the tile is already up, the field tile at least. Still have trimming to do around the edges, the top edges, the bottom edges. Top edges probably will just get a thick band of sanded grout, maybe with some tile pushed into the grout to hold it all together. But that way, since it's just a touch uneven on the ceiling, that way it can paint down onto the grout a little bit. So it'll still look even though it's not. And this is taking quite a bit of time, will take quite a bit of time to cut around the bottom because the tub is not even in 3 planes. So there's that, but finishing up the last of the field tile there and there. Right now, since it's kind of high to get up there, to put it directly on the thin set directly on the Kerdi on the wall, what I'm doing is just putting an extra thick amount of thin set directly on the tile, and then that way it's a little slower, but again it's kind of a pain to reach all the way up there. So then go up the wall like Spider-Man and place the tile, move it around a little bit. That way you burn the thin set into the wall and the tile both at the same time with the extra thick back buttering. This Kerdi fabric again is engineered with a texture with a little bit of fleece, sort of synthetic fleece in it, so that it grabs onto the thin set really well and really holds it well. And we're using classic 1/8 inch grout lines. Also putting the tile up on the top course like this makes it easier to, with a little bit of pressure and whatnot, to make sure that it's completely, like with that, make sure it's completely flush all the way across. Because the subway tile, which is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous, I think looks really nice with the fact that this is a 40s, 50s house. So it's got that 50s, maybe 60s kind of vibe to it, but mostly classic 60s. Along with the glass block, I think it looks really smooth. The colors are really nice. And so again, with 3x6 subway, it's a lot of grout lines. It's a lot of keeping everything even. But I think that the payoff is that it looks really smooth, especially with this nice band going around for a little bit of visual interest. Otherwise, if this were all the aqua blue, I think it would just be maybe a little bit too much. But with this, it interrupts it. And Arlo thinks it's fantastic. By the way, he thinks the toilet is fantastic too. So, but he gives the tile 4 paws up. So anyway.